Hi, I'm Gringo. That's me staring off into space, pondering life. Wondering why, after having done all the things I was supposed to do, things just don't feel right. I mean, I painted by the numbers, followed the instructions, but the picture on the page just doesn't match the picture on the box. Is there a word for a feeling of incongruence? The sense that what lies before you isn't really real, or maybe reality is masked by a false system of belief. I mean, by all accounts, I should feel content. I live a desirable life, in a desirable town, making a desirable income. By all accounts, I should feel like this guy. A winner, on top of a mountain, arms raised in the air, telling the rest of the world to kiss my ass. I got all I need and then some. I worked hard, and here I am. I am fulfilled. But I'm not, or at least I wasn't. I felt vacuous and hollow, like a big unknown was yet to be resolved. So I took some time for some hard reflection. What does it mean to be alive, to be a man, to be an individual, to mark your own path and break from the herd? How is it I keep following the same directions and getting the same undesired results? Is it me? Is there some kind of jacked up prism in which I am directing all my subconscious decisions through? Is my trajectory off? Is my wiring fucked? And then, this guy, Santa. He popped into my head, and I believe this guy just as you believe you are real and listening to my voice. No doubts, no questions, 100% real. Why did I believe in Santa? Was I a gullible and stupid kid? No, we all believed in Santa or some entity like him. The Easter Bunny, the Boogeyman, the American Dream. You see, before the age of 6 or 7, your mind is an open script. You will believe just about anything. Languages, positive self-esteem, perfect musical pitch, self-direction, spiritual awareness, beautiful family traditions, love, understanding, conscientiousness. The list goes on. Conversely, you will believe in demons and devils, gods that will burn the flesh off your little bones for the slightest misbehavior, shame, submission, and yes, even toy-bearing weirdos and magic bunnies. The later programming was set by malevolent governments, churches, and pawns long before you were born. Maybe your parents weren't evil, but they were probably preaching the same dumb shit they were sold by their predecessors. But wait, if I was sold on Santa, raised in a normal but loving, misdirected nuclear family and sent off to school before the age of 6, to be imputed by government agents in a government building for hours and hours upon end, only to go home to watch copious hours of television programming with messages I didn't have the critical ability to refute. Not to mention the tens of thousands of hours of commercials I gladly absorbed. If I was programmed with all that shit, what other belief systems and end goals could be against my best interests? And if not my interests, then whose? I mean, is it all bullshit? Yeah, it's all bullshit. Needless to say, when I admitted this discovery, I was taken aback. I had a lot of questions. I mean, not all my beliefs are bad. Like my undying love for my family and friends, my good character, my sense of right and wrong, but it's mixed in there with all those negative beliefs as well. Like an existential subprime mortgage investment. Not all the ingredients are tainted, but as a whole, it's tainted. So none of it should be trusted. Man, talk about daunting confusion. Where do I turn? Well, I turn to those closest to me, friends, family, co-workers. Hey, does something seem off? You know, do you ever feel like you're running a program where the end doesn't justify the means? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, do you ever get the sense that we were meant for more? Maybe we were sold a bill of goods that, doesn't serve our interests or gifts. Well, you ever get the sense that you should just shut the hell up and follow the program? I mean, you gotta eat. Gotta pay bills, don't you? Yeah, I guess. And then I realized the same dinosaurs I was asking were stuck in the same tar pit I was. I mean, how the hell could they give me advice on finding my authentic path? Find the dinosaur with tar-stained feet walking the banks. He found a way out. Then things kind of came to a culmination one day. You see my friend Juan? He and I dropped by a 30-year retirement party at work one day. We were hungry, they had snacks. The conference room is full of all kinds of goodies, and everyone was there, including the retiree, with tears rolling down his face, reflecting on 30 loyal years sacrificed to the company. One can only speculate for the reasons for his tears. Joy, sadness, relief. All I knew was his name would be forgotten in a 2-week span. 30 years. What was it all for? He raised a family, I guess. He was a bit simple-minded, so maybe he didn't mind going to work doing the same goddamn shit every single day. One thing Juan and I did know is that bag was not ours to carry, nor will it ever be. That day we promised to find a way off the iron track that society laid before us. The same track most of us follow, to the same gloom-filled ending we all know is coming, but pretend is not. Juan and I realized that as two middle-aged guys we were running out of runway. We'd be that old man before too long, so why not enjoy a decade or so in these good, strong bodies? But what can two average middle-class guys do this late in the game to devise an escape? Over some chicken wings and beer, we finally decided to buy a beach home and have the world pay for it. But where?
How about my home country of El Salvador, Juan offered.
I said, how about fuck yeah? So we packed some things and boarded a plane to El Salvador, rented a $10 hotel room, and began our adventure and quest for early retirement. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. Made some friends. Had a lot of good times. Mostly stayed out of trouble and eventually got down to the business of finding a bank loan and a suitable property. And we did. She was a diamond in the rough. And cheap, too. The cost of the house, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a pool on about 2 acres, 100 yards from the beach, $62,000. We each put down $10,000 and financed the rest through an El Salvadorian bank, and then we got to work. A word to the wise: never try to outwork an El Salvadorian. They will kick your ass. Luckily, labor is cheap. For about $10 a day, you can hire a strong and eager young man to lift, carry, and build, and toil from sun up to sundown. Keeping in mind, a living wage in El Salvador is about $5 to $7 a day. We hired a team of guys and got after it. Just as Rome was not built in one day, either was the rancho. It's been about 3 years now, flying back and forth with heavy bags and limited time for each stay. Slowly but surely, the rugged edges became smooth. Where there was once only mud and blank space, we filled it with ideas. The great thing about third world countries is that you can just dream up something at the breakfast table, and by the end of the day, it actually exists. Unlike the US, where you need a permit after permit after permit before the contractor shows up and takes you for a wild ride, if he even shows up at all. It took a lot of effort in plane flights, given that we still have full-time jobs, but the rancho has slowly evolved into something special. It has its own character and spirit. And yes, the world is paying for it. We don't have enough days in the calendar to rent it. People love it. And that's just the material aspect. Each time we return, we make new friends, form new alliances, until now we have a cast of thousands. And the experiences are whatever you can conjure. Want to eat a taco bar with a beautiful naked lady? I can make that happen. In fact, you can have a damn good time in El Salvador for a $20 bill. And with a 50, you can live like Gilly Gila. This endeavor has taken my focus off being a wage slave because I can finally see an end in sight. On those long days when I hate my job, I just float away to Central America where my escape pod awaits me.